Hey, last weekend it was really nice out, and I decided to go take a ride around and ran into a whole bunch of places that were doing yard sales. So I found some interesting things at some of them and not so interesting things also. But I figured I would make a video, small video, for YouTube for you guys that might be interested in historical things. And I'll show it to you right now what I'm talking about. It's just to me, it just seemed it had some value to it on several different levels. So I figured I'd just go ahead and make a video, even though it's not what I usually do. Not usually this kind, anyway. All right, so here is the newspaper pile. This is one of them. That one there is not the one that I'm talking about. I'll show you the one I'm talking about right now. Let me see. It's not this one either. Although, my glasses on here. This one is the Hartford. It's a Hartford paper. Hartford, Connecticut. For all you people that live around Connecticut. The one I want to show you is, I put it in between these so it'll be kept in good shape. It's going to be this one. If you hold on, I'll open it up. You can already see the picture on there. If you're the right age, you recognize that person right off the bat. And it was pretty interesting when I first saw it. All right, let's see. Date on this paper is right up here. Unfortunately, the front page is missing, but the date is throughout the paper. Wednesday, January 1st, 1964. And this paper, the really cool thing about it is it covers everything that happened that year. When you go through the paper, I'll show you. It covers everything that happened in the year of '63, and of course, number one thing that happened was, as it says, horrors of dark days in Dallas lived again, and that is President John F. Kennedy. This is an original paper. It's definitely in not the greatest of shape, but it could be worse. It looks like the paper has yellowed. I don't know what causes paper to do that, but it has yellowed. So in the articles that are in it, I know I probably got you in the shade here. It goes on in detail about it. And that's the first page of the first paper in 1964, covering 1963. This whole entire paper is basically dedicated to the things that happened in 1963. So I'm going to flip the page. And of course it stayed on what this shooting, this assassination, for quite a bit of the paper. The pictures on here are amazing. As you can see, look at this here. This is incredible. Look at the people on the ground. Look at the motorcycles. They're actually flying out of there. You got a guy over here. He's taking a picture, not with a cell phone or a digital camera. He looks like he's got an old-fashioned Polaroid or something. I don't know what. Then you go over here. There's Kennedy in the car, sitting in the car on the parade already. Here's one of his people in the back. I don't know. I'd have to read it to see who it was. Here he is in the car when it just started speeding off. Johnson being sworn in. You just won't believe these pictures. There's his wife, Jacqueline, with her brother-in-law. Kennedy's casket. Oswald, everybody knows him. I don't know why he's holding his hands like that. That's a weird picture. I've never seen that picture before. Kennedy again with his kids down below. Quite a few really, I can't say they're rare pictures. They're probably common or well-known pictures. I flip the page again. Here he is. I actually remember this. I was like 11 years old when this happened. I remember seeing that going down the street being pulled by the horse. There's his daughter and his son. wife. This picture is I don't even know how to describe it. It's a well-known picture. I mean, the world knows that picture, especially if you're my age. You remember when his son stood there and saluted his father as the casket went by. Another picture everybody will remember right here. His Oswald with Rudy shooting him, and he has his gun right up to the guy's stomach, point blank, and put a bullet right into his guts. I'll never forget the pain that looked like it was on his face. The sheriff, the Texas Ranger, totally at shock that somebody got in that close and fired and killed Oswald on his watch. At least it looks like he's in shock. Who knows? A lot of people might say he was in on it. I mean, how did this guy get into this area with all these police and a gun? Of course, it was 1963. 1963, who knows, you know, how lax security might have been. But it just amazes me. Amazes me totally. Then you can see Congress record of tasks still unfinished because of everything that happened. Just goes on that story, and then we go on into other stories that happened that year, all throughout the year. And some of these stories actually are very interesting too. If you read them, you'd be surprised. This is stuff that you probably never heard about. Minor stuff, but not so minor. I mean, bank holdups and shootings, and his civil rights demonstrations seen progress for Negroes. I mean, look at that thing. Somebody who collects historic items, I think, would like to have this stuff. And this is the original. There's a slavery case awaits a court appeal ruling. I mean, it's incredible. And this paper is only 1963. There's just so much in it. So much in it. Like I say, all these little stories are incredible. Here's the Polaris sub. One of our subs. I haven't read all these stories, so I don't know exactly what the story is. We have a bunch of sports things here. People that are into sports. You've got that. Stock market page. Be interesting to see what your stocks were in 1963. Another thing. I mean, look at these pictures. This was a shootout, and the people in the car were assassinated. This guy jumped out to not be assassinated, and somebody got a picture of him. It was a Volkswagen Bug full of bullet holes. Of course, you get all this. Here's a black. I mean, here's a black man being attacked by a police dog. I mean, this was in the paper. This is in the paper. This is the paper. And I can't believe there was that much racist stuff going on in '63. I guess I should have known. Murder charges dismissed. Just on and on. It's something. It's just something really cool, I think. It's the old funnies, the way they used to be. But something that might amaze you a lot, actually, is like the price of tires. $17 for a tire. If you go back here and look at the price of cars, here's a Rambler. They don't even make them anymore. We know that. It's a '63 Rambler, brand new Rambler for $1,595. Brand new Rambler. And look at the price of these cars. When I tell people that cars used to be that price, you know, young people, they just don't believe it. They don't believe it. And I say, I remember when Corvettes were like $3,500, and that was a high-priced car. There's a whole bunch of ads here, want ads, which nobody ever sees these days. I haven't read them, but they'd be interesting to read too. And more prices. So anyways, there it is, Kennedy, 1963, November 22nd, 1963, in his car, sitting next to his wife. Somebody put a bullet to his head, and that was the end of him. And to this day, do any of us even really know what happened? You know, do any of us really know? Somebody does somewhere, maybe several people, but they're never going to tell us. So we're never really going to know what happened. We just know what we've seen, but we don't know why we seen that. We don't know what made that. So, anyways, I just thought I would take a few moments to share this newspaper with you because I think it's pretty amazing myself. Maybe I'm easily amazed. I don't know, but I have the paper. I'm gonna try to take care of it. If there's anybody that's interested in owning it, I guess you can let me know and we'll work out something. I have no idea what it's worth or if it's worth anything at all. But I mean, it's automatically worth something to me. I kept it and I'm not throwing it away. So, okay, if you want to know more about it, or if you'd like to see it, if you'd like to own it, post something here down below or up above or wherever. Just post it here so I can read it. I'll see it. And if you got questions, of course, I'll answer your questions. But just let me know if you're interested in it, and we'll work something out. All right. Hope you enjoyed that.